Every person who was a kid at some point of their lives had an imaginary friend, whether it was a teddy bear, Barbie doll, or an action figure toy. What if your imaginary friend comes to life, wants to be your friend, only to have you doing a bucket list of things and want you to keep in his or her psycho twisted world forever and ever? We're about to dive into the sick and twisted mind of a teddy bear that wants to show the world that the teddy bears can rule the box office. Directed by Jeff Watlow and another Blumhouse production that made Five Nights at Freddy's. The Wonder Wise, who was in Jurassic Dominion, stars in his movies as Jessica. Also starred Teddy Burns and Betty Buckley. The movie starts off as Jessica running from her imaginary friend, which is a spider. Her dad's trying to protect her but ends up in the hospital for a critical condition. She moved back into her childhood home with her new man and her stepchildren, Taylor and Alice. She wants the kid to live a better life, but Taylor, who is the oldest daughter, and Jessica are not on the same terms. A few scenes later, Jessica, who is an artist, drawing a picture of a spider. So your imaginary friend is a spider and you draw spiders? Nothing but spiders? You can tell this lady is already screwed up in her mind. So Alice comes in and tells her that she hates spiders and wants to kill them. Alice, I like your style already. Since Alice wants to play hide go seek, Jessica agrees. Since Alice can't find her, she decides to go to the basement door, and there's a door that is barricaded with blue paint and decides to open it. What she sees is the scariest thing alive. A psychotic teddy bear waiting for his next suspect to abuse, and he found Alice. On top of that, she gave it a name, Chauncey, and his own voice. When you give a teddy bear a name and his voice, it's about to go sideways real quick. So Alice and Chauncey did some things together, like having a tea party, collecting items, and even have a full conversation to the point that she does not want anyone to play with them. It clearly becomes obvious that her behavior changed like a woman mood swings. If you mess with her stuff, Chauncey will play mind games and will have you lose your mind, like what he did to that neighbor who randomly tried to flirt with Taylor. Chauncey scared him so bad that he did not want to speak to Taylor anymore, but that's what you get when you mess with Alice's stuff. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Then the old lady shows up and tries to refresh Jessica's memory because she used to babysit her. Then she informed Jessica that Alice had the exact same issue of her creativity with an imaginary friend. So she needed to stop her somehow, but also visit her dad, wondering why he left her with the nasty scar on her arm. The dad flips out in the hospital and had to be restrained, but did get some info out of him. Meanwhile, this psycho bear had Alice to get a bucket of list of things to do to have his sick plan to work. He had her get things that are happy, things that are scary, things that are gross, things that make you mad. You would think Chauncey would be happy with that, but no. He had her get a plywood with a nail stick in it and want her to stick her name through it so he could sacrifice her blood, like it's a spite roulette. Chauncey planned almost succeed, but Jessica shows up and prevented that from happening because she found a list of everything what she was doing when she was 5 years old. Chauncey was not happy about that. So a counselor came in to investigate Alice about the psychotic behavior, and Alice and the bear had a full conversation about how she felt about the nail thing, but that psychotic bear did not care about that, mentioning Jessica and a counselor lady are bad people. At the same time, Chauncey disappeared after being filmed, which indicate only Jessica and Alice are the only two people who could see Chauncey. It also indicates that Chauncey likes to play mind games and he's freaking nuts. When the bear dictated things, he is the alpha. Now Jessica must stop this teddy bear because he kidnapped Alice, took her to the magical place where they can be together forever. With the all-star team of Jessica, Taylor, and the old lady, they sum up a list in a bowl, the same list Alice had to scavenge and proceed to the psychotic world of Chauncey, who looked like it was one of Doctor Strange's movies. When they get in, the old lady locked them inside saying this is the best thing ever happened and I was told to do this to keep her there forever. Few seconds later, Chauncey turned to a huge bear and deleted her, and now Chauncey is chasing and toying with them in a sick world. Found out that Chauncey is nothing more than a cannibalism and hungry and wants some fresh meat. Few scenes later, Alice gets out of Chauncey world, paints the blue wall to prevent him from coming up, but not before this psychotic bear tried to pull Jessica in. But Alice came in to save the day and tell the psychotic bear, "I am not your friend anymore," and burned not only him but the house down. The movie is over, but not before Chauncey shows up again under another person character to torture him. I guess he's supposed to be in Imaginary 2, the sequel. What do I think of this movie? It was okay, not a bad movie, and it's not one of the movies I would break my neck to see. The movie is not scary at all. I never felt threatened about being scared or any jump scares. The storyline was relatively straightforward and the acting was what I expected from Blumhouse production. Okay, however, I was more interested in his psycho teddy bear. This teddy bear had the intention to make his world his reality, having Alice doing his list while he randomly popping up in weird locations. But then, when they was in the living room into the intervention scene, Alice tried to explain how she felt about doing his task. The teddy bear did not want to hear. This psycho bear was like, "Look, you freed me from the crawl space, wanted to play with me, and you gonna do this list with no questions asked." Then he pushes the basket to her with the list and Alice said nothing. This teddy bear is not playing around. The fact the teddy bear did that, I am more afraid of the bear than watching scary movies. This bear made this whole movie relevant, and I am going to give this 7.5 stars. Did you have an imaginary friend, and what was his or her name? Let me know in the comment section if you plan to see this movie or not. If you want to see more upcoming movie reviews on this channel, press the like button and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next movie review. Teddy bears rule the world.
Teddy bear.